Take a moment to imagine your life as a book. Each day, a new page is written, filled with your choices, actions, and experiences. Now ask yourself, are you satisfied with the story you're creating? Are you living the life you truly desire? Or are you merely existing, trapped in a narrative that no longer serves you? My friends, if you find yourself yearning for something more, something different, something better, then listen closely, because it's time to change. Change, it's a small word with enormous power. It's the force that transforms caterpillars into butterflies, turns seeds into mighty oaks, and reshapes its entire landscapes over time. And just like in nature, change is an essential part of our human journey. It's not just about altering our circumstances, it's about evolving, growing, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. But let's be honest, change can be scary. It pushes us out of our comfort zones, challenges our beliefs, and forces us to confront the unknown. It's no wonder so many of us resist it, clinging to the familiar even when it no longer brings us joy or fulfillment. We tell ourselves this is just how things are, or I'm too old to change, or it's too late for me. But I'm here to tell you that these are just stories. We tell ourselves stories that limit our potential and keep us stuck. The truth is, it's never too late to change. Every moment is an opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. Think about it, you're not the same person you were 5 years ago or even 1 year ago. You've grown, you've learned, you've evolved. Change is already happening within you, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you directing that change? Or are you simply letting it happen to you? Now is the time to take control of your story. It's time to become the author of your life, not just a character reacting to the plot. It's time to decide what you want your next chapter to look like and start writing it with purpose and intention. But where do you start? How do you begin this journey of change? It starts with awareness. Take a moment to reflect on your life. What areas are you satisfied with? What areas do you wish were different? Be honest with yourself. This isn't about judgment, it's about clarity. Because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Once you've identified the areas you want to change, it's time to set clear, specific goals. Don't just say, I want to be happier. Ask yourself, what would make you happier? Is it a new career? Better relationships? Improved health? Be as specific as possible. Remember, vague goals produce vague results. The more clear and specific you are about what you want, the easier it becomes to create a roadmap to get there. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I've tried to change before and it didn't work, and that's okay. Past failures don't dictate future success. In fact, those previous attempts weren't failures at all, they were learning experiences. They've equipped you with valuable insights about what works for you and what doesn't. Use that knowledge to inform your approach this time. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to change is attempting to overhaul their entire life overnight. But lasting change doesn't happen that way. It's not about making huge leaps, it's about taking small, consistent steps in the right direction. Think about it like turning a large ship. You can't do it all at once. But with small, steady adjustments to the rudder, you can completely change your course over time. So start small. If you want to get healthier, don't immediately try to run a marathon. Start by taking a 10-minute walk each day. If you want to change careers, don't quit your job tomorrow. Start by researching the field you're interested in, or taking an online course in your free time. These small steps might not feel significant in the moment, but they add up. They create momentum. And momentum is a powerful force when it comes to change. Now, let's talk about mindset. Your mindset is like the soil in which the seeds of change are planted. If the soil is poor, even the healthiest seed will struggle to grow. But in rich, fertile soil, even a tiny seed can flourish into something magnificent. So how do you cultivate a mindset that supports change? First, embrace a growth mindset. Believe that you can learn, grow, and improve. Your abilities and intelligence aren't fixed traits. They can be developed through effort and perseverance. When you face challenges, and you will face challenges, see them as opportunities to learn and grow, not as proof of your limitations. Second, practice self-compassion. Change isn't always easy, and you're bound to have setbacks along the way. When you do, don't beat yourself up. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a good friend. Remember, you're human. Making mistakes doesn't make you a failure, it makes you normal. What matters is how you respond to those mistakes. Third, cultivate gratitude. It might seem counterintuitive to focus on gratitude when you're trying to change, but hear me out. Gratitude doesn't mean you're satisfied with everything in your life. It means you're able to appreciate the good while still striving for better. Gratitude gives you strength. It reminds you of the resources you have, the progress you've made, and the support around you. It fuels your journey of change. Now let's address a common obstacle to change: fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of what others might think. These fears are natural, but they don't have to stop you. In fact, fear can be a sign that you're moving in the right direction. It means you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. So instead of trying to eliminate fear, learn to dance with it. Acknowledge and thank it for trying to protect you, and then move forward anyway. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear, it's action in the face of fear. Every time you take action despite your fears, you're building your courage muscle. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Let's talk about the power of your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, the places you spend your time, all of these influence your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. If you want to change, it's crucial to create an environment that supports your growth. This might mean seeking out new friendships with people who inspire and motivate you. It might mean changing your media guide to include more positive educational content. It might mean reorganizing your physical space to better align with your goals. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who challenge you to be better, who support your journey of change. Now, I want to address something important. Change doesn't always feel good in the moment. In fact, it often feels uncomfortable, even painful. Think about working out, your muscles ache. You're out of breath, you're sweating. It's not a pleasant experience in the moment. But you do it because you know it's leading to something better: improved health, increased strength, enhanced well-being. The same principle applies to personal change. You might feel uncomfortable as you step out of your comfort zone. You might feel frustrated as you stumble and make mistakes. You might feel anxious as you face new challenges. But these feelings aren't signs that you're doing something wrong. They're signs that you're growing, that you're stretching yourself, that you're becoming more than you were before. So embrace the discomfort. See it as a sign of progress. Remind yourself that on the other side of that discomfort is growth, is change, is the life you're striving to create. Let's talk about the importance of consistency. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's not about making one big decision, it's about making a series of small decisions, day after day, that align with your goals. It's about creating new habits, new patterns of thought and behavior that, over time, reshape your life. This is where many people stumble. They start strong, full of motivation and excitement. But when that initial burst of energy fades, when the novelty wears off, they struggle to keep going. This is normal. Motivation is like a fire. It needs to be continually fed and tended to. So how do you stay consistent? First, remember your why. Why do you want to change? What's driving you? Keep this at the forefront of your mind. Write it down, create a vision board, do whatever you need to do to keep your motivation alive. Second, track your progress. No matter how small, celebrate your wins. Did you stick to your new habit for a week? Celebrate that. Did you face a challenge without giving up? That's worth celebrating too. These celebrations reinforce your new behaviors and keep you motivated. Third, build a support system. Share your goals with friends and family who will encourage you and hold you accountable. Consider finding an accountability partner, someone who's also working towards change. You can support each other, share your struggles and successes, and keep each other on track. Now, let's address a crucial aspect of change: patience. In our fast-paced world, we're used to instant gratification. We want results, and we want them now. But real, lasting change takes time. It's not about quick fixes or overnight transformations. It's about steady, consistent progress over time. Think about it like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed one day and expect to see a fully grown tree the next. It takes time for the seed to sprout, for the sapling to grow, for the tree to mature. But with patience, care, and consistent nurturing, that tiny seed can grow into a mighty oak. Your journey of change is similar. You might not see dramatic results right away, and that's okay. Trust the process. Have faith in your ability to grow and change. Every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goals, even if you can't see the results yet. Let's talk about the power of learning. Change requires new knowledge, new skills, new ways of thinking. So commit to being a lifelong learner. Read books, take courses, seek out mentors, be curious. Ask questions. Challenge your assumptions. The more you learn, the more you grow, and the more equipped you become to create the changes you desire. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's potential power. It's not enough to just acquire information, you need to apply it. So as you learn, look for ways to implement that knowledge in your life. Turn information into action. That's where real change happens. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with when trying to change: perfectionism. The desire to do everything perfectly can actually hinder your progress. It can make you afraid to start, afraid to make mistakes, afraid to be seen as anything less than perfect. But here's the truth: perfection is an illusion. It's an impossible standard that keeps you stuck. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for perfection, strive for progress. Embrace the concept of good enough. Take imperfect action, because imperfect action is infinitely better than perfect inaction. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every success story includes chapters of struggle, of failure, of learning. So give yourself permission to be a beginner. Allow yourself to make mistakes, to learn, to grow. That's how you become better. That's how you change. Let's talk about the importance of self-reflection. As you embark on this journey of change, make time regularly to check in with yourself. Are you moving in the right direction? Are your actions aligning with your goals? What's working well? What needs adjustment? This isn't about judging yourself, it's about staying aware and making conscious choices. It's about being proactive in your journey of change rather than reactive. Regular self-reflection allows you to course correct when needed, to celebrate your progress, and to stay connected with your why.